Lost on Lost Season 2, baby!
Hell yeah!
We've watched Seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Lost, and we've learned a lot.
Did we?
And we've learned to love Jack, Kate, Sawyer, Boone, and Claire.
Did we?
But now it's time for Seasons 4, 5, and 6.
That's right, we're still going to talk about the mysteries and mythologies of the island.
And obviously hot tropical hookups.
But now we're going to talk about things like the freighter,
The Others,
Charles Widmore,
The Lighthouse,
time travel,
9/11,
Ronald Reagan,
the Catholic Church,
Titus,
Gold Chains,
the military-industrial complex,
the Prison Industrial Complex,
the Void,
the Orb,
and so much more.
So strap on and strap down, because if you thought last season was confusing,
This is going to be so much worse. Or better if you like being lost on Lost. Strap on?
you heard me.
Turn these levels down just a little bit. Check. There we go.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Nice.
You gonna start it?
I thought you were starting it.
Welcome everybody to Lost on Lost. The Debrief.
D's briefs, though.
Yeah, this is the debrief episode for season 2 of Lost on Lost, which, of course, as you all know, covered seasons 4, 5, and 6 of the ABC televisual program Lost. I'm joined, as always, by my faithful co-host, JP Russell.
Adam, I have something to admit.
Yeah.
I haven't been faithful.
What? What do you mean?
No, I've been cheating on you. I listened to another podcast.
All right. Well, folks out there, I just want you all to know, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'll go to my grave saying this. Cheating's not the reason that relationships end. It's just a symptom that something else is wrong. So I forgive you. What'd you listen to?
The Dollop. I should have just said Rogan.
The podcast be over if that were the case.
Yeah.
Well, it is over. It is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it is over. That's crazy.
It's not over, but the Lost portion is over.
I'll be honest. So when we first were pitching this, we had originally talked about doing an episode like every week.
Yeah.
And you did the cocktail napkin math. You're like, yeah, it'll take just over 2 years or something. And then we got into pre-producing the first 10 episodes, and we're like, oh shit, this is a lot of work for two people with day jobs, and to make sure that we're doing it the way we want to do it. So I was like, every other week's doable. Yeah. We won't get burned out. It allows for a lot more flexibility. So it was closer to 5 years from the time we started. And holy moly, now looking back, it feels like it just blew by.
For real. It absolutely does. And again, it's not like it took up every waking moment of our lives. Like we
I
both
wish
had,
it did.
like we both had day jobs.
Yeah.
We've got interpersonal relationships outside of the podcast. Like, of course, you and I are friends, but you had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then you had a fiance, and now you have a wife.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's because I tricked a woman.
And I went on 3 dates during the course of the podcast.
Well.
So it averages out between the two of us that the podcast has actually created a lot of success for us in the romantic arena. In the financial arena, we made hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. Mostly thanks to Nick Brandel.
We took hundreds of dollars from Nick Brandel, which almost offset the cost of hosting and gear and stars and stuff
almost.
like that. So we've received money. We haven't made a profit, which is fine. We said from the jump back in 2020 that we want that this was just for fun, just for foolishness, just for something to do. You and I are both creative people, and we were both at the time feeling pretty unfulfilled in a creative venue or a creative vector, however you want to put it.
Right.
And this, I feel like, for me personally, this is satisfied in a huge way, and I am looking forward to continuing to do it. Find some way to keep the ball rolling here.
Yeah.
Fucking Sisyphus style.
Gotta keep that ball rolling. Speaking of things that we've gotten, besides, just loads of money and just admiration and success.
And the clap from Kim.
Yeah. Man, what if this is the first episode somebody listens to? That's gonna be wild for them to hear that shit. We received some fan mail recently.
We certainly did.
Oh my God.
Well, you received some fan mail. It was provided. Right. It was given to me in person, and then I mailed it to you.
I knew something was being sent from a fan of the show and guest of the show, Patty. And I did not know what it was. And just a few days ago, I received a package in the mail. And inside, if you're familiar with like the Velcro sort of moto or unit patches that they have in the military, Patty had us made some Pit Viper with a katana sword patches that are the coolest thing I have ever seen. Long joke from way back in season 1. Freddie Nix, the guest, Elena made us a drawing of this Pit Viper with a katana sword. Micah dressed up as it for Halloween. Yep. It's been this weird joke that won't die, and I love it. And it's my new favorite thing. It's sitting on. I have it on my wall right now, and I'm looking at it. So thank you, Patty.
She had them made from a creator on Etsy and ordered I think she ordered 10 of them.
Yeah.
And so I sent 5 to you. So hopefully we can get one to Freddie. I want to get one to Micah.
Yeah. The note said, Patty said to give one to Freddie, but also said, or don't, I'm not a cop. So hell yeah, Patty, for not being a cop.
So good.
Thank you, Patty.
So yeah, I think we had 40 different guests. Ish, something between 40 and 50. I didn't count them exactly, but you know, just like the end of last season, I've collected some statistics. I love me a spreadsheet.
Oh, love a spreadsheet.
I love spreading them sheets.
In fact, you've created many spreadsheets for the show that are very well organized.
Yeah, and that's actually like part of the reason why I want to keep doing the show. It's like I got to figure out a way to build upon the current spreadsheet pile and get more spreadsheets going. But yeah, like I've collated some stats for our Lost Forevers, our Lost MVPs. Did we like it? Was it good? And I tallied up how many appearances each of our guests made.
Great. Hit me with some numbers.
About 40 guests, 40 some odd guests. We had a handful of people that made an appearance on the show. Some of them that was on purpose. Some of them it was a damn shame that we could only get them once.
So many people like late in the show where I'm like, man, we should have had this person on 3 years ago, a whole bunch.
Yeah. Brad was like our last new guest, and he should have been on the show, like 10 times probably.
I mean, Kylie comes to mind.
Kylie.
Oh my God, absolute liability.
Ying, oh man.
Dude, so good.
Too many one-offs to name. They absolutely rule, and we're so happy to have had all of them. Jen Messina, who
oh my God,
only appeared on one episode that we almost had to trash.
Yeah, so many good people. A lovely group of degenerates.
Yeah. So I pulled up the stats here. I wanted you to take a wild guess at which of our guests made the most appearances.
That's got to be Kim.
How many times do you think she was on the show?
Just in season 2 or 1 and 2?
1 and 2 over the course of the entire run.
I'm gonna guess like 8.
That's pretty good. According to my numbers, she made 9 appearances on the show.
Okay. All right. Not too far off.
Yeah. Kim is a longtime collaborator of ours. If you never watched the show before, she would likely be involved in what we're doing next. You know, she's a very creative, very funny person. Dear friend of both of ours. And honestly, we got her on as much as we could.
She continues to suffer our buffoonery.
And she batted cleanup one time for Leesky when he had a baby. So
right.
So it actually would have. She had 8 scheduled appearances, and then one pinch hit.
Yeah.
Then after that, who do you think was our next most appearance?
Ooh, it's gotta be either Justin or Mike Trailer. Is either one of those two gents?
All right. That's a good guess. Wrong.
Oh,
but a good guess. We had 2 guests tied for second most appearances. Let's see if I'm pronouncing this right. Kiana Werner.
I suppose because she was on a lot of dual episodes.
She did do a lot of 2-person episodes, but Kai, your wife,
my wife,
she appeared on the show 6 times along with Kevin motherfucking Hire.
Oh, yeah. That's, yeah. Oh, because of the fucking Briscoe County sprint. Oh, man. I saw Kevin a few days ago. I still feel bad for subjecting him to that whole thing.
He's an absolute sport. Justin Nichols, also a several-time contributor to the show, 5 times. 5 times.
Okay.
Jack Kelly, 5 times. Members of Five Timers Club there.
Oh, yeah, because Jack did the some of the mid-season content, too.
Yeah. So those were some of the repeater. We had a lot of people who did 3 episodes, a lot of people who did 2 episodes, a lot of people who did 4 episodes. So like
Tucci did all 3 appearances just in the back half of the show, right?
Oh yeah, Alex Tucci, he did 3 appearances, and only in season 2.
Yeah, just sprinting through the back half.
He's too big for season 1. He's not going to come on until we're established.
He's not going to bring himself down to that level.
No,
too classy of a broad.
So there's some real world stats for Lost on Lost. Now,
love that.
Would you like to talk about the Lost MVP stats?
I would love to. Now, are these all-time both seasons, or is this just back half?
No, this is just the back half. This is just since the season 4 premiere.
Okay, got it.
Since the beginning of the end.
Yes.
We made 155 picks over 45 episodes of our show. Some of those include 2 double-length episodes.
Yeah.
Pretty evenly spaced out. This time, last season, there was a pretty big disparity. I had picked about 10 more people than you for MVP. This time, I only picked 1 more than you. I had 48 picks. You had 47.
Okay.
My personal Lost MVP for most votes for the second half was Sawyer. James Sawyer Ford.
I was thinking about that. I was like, if I have to pick one, like there are characters that I've loved throughout the whole thing, like a Desmond or a Hurley. But I was like, man, you had told me early on that Sawyer was really going to grow on you in the back half of the show, and he absolutely did.
Yeah, and even and the interesting thing about his character too is that it's not a linear progression. We did see some second half stuff from Sawyer that was still pretty crummy. Like he's no angel, and he certainly wasn't by the end, but he was a much better person by the end than he was at the beginning. So
totally.
You personally had a tie for most MVPs. You picked both Saeed Jarrah and Desmond Hume 4 times.
That tracks.
Yep.
I love me both of those boys.
Saeed, phenomenal character, a very interesting person, interesting background, tragic romantic history.
He persevered regardless of the fact that they were trying to just constantly corner him into a brown corner. You know what I mean? He was such a good character that he kept just rising above.
And then totally neutered in season 6 too, to just kind of become Man in Black's lackey. Whatever.
Got done dirty, but a lot of people got done dirty on this show.
Yeah, no doubt. And then Desmond Hume, the actual hero of the show. Love Desmond.
Love Des. I know, what was it? The first time I think we encountered, or that I'd heard of Desmond, Haas was either talking about him or Desmond showed up, and Haas was like, "Oh, Desmond's my favorite character of the whole show, top to bottom." And I was like, "Who? This fucking drunk guy?"
we probably talked about, the first time we ever talked about Desmond was probably in Haas's first appearance, which was I think the 3rd or 4th episode of Lost on Lost, where we talked about the man behind the curtain.
Oh shit!
And that was the 3rd episode of the show.
That's so funny.
So we talked about Desmond pretty early.
I would argue one of the more pivotal episodes of the whole show.
Yeah, pretty good.
Stupid podcast.
Our guests were also fans of Saeed Jarrah, picking him 5 times. 6 times total, actually. Okay. And 5 times for one Hugo Hurley Reyes.
Just about everybody loves Hugo, except for what? Tucker, and
Justin rang him up once.
Yeah. He gets away pretty squeaky clean the whole 6 seasons.
Yeah. So when it came to Lost Forevers, I tracked. So in the second half of the show, there are versions of people. We have our Flash Sideways people and our main prime timeline people. So I tracked them separately, but then I bunched them together too. Okay. So somebody like Ben Linus, I've got 3 versions of him that received votes for Lost MVP. There was proper adult Benjamin Linus from the prime timeline. There's little Ben Linus from 1977.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's Dr. Linus, which is the Flash Sideways Ben. And so Ben got 7 votes over his 3 iterations.
For MVP?
For MVP, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
The person who got the most votes for all their iterations was Saeed. Prime timeline plus Flash Sideways Saeed. He got 14 votes for.
Wow.
for MVP.
Love that.
Yep. And then second was Hurley with 11 altogether.
Yeah.
All of his were prime timeline. No variations on Hugo. So
there's not really a difference between the two, you know?
That's true.
kind of the same dude. He's just vibing.
Yeah. John Locke, 10 votes for his 3 versions. John Locke, wow. Mr. Locke from The Flash Sideways, and the Man in Black Flock.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
10. The Man in Black Flock received 5 votes for MVP. The big bad of the show.
Yeah.
5 votes for favorite character.
We're going to get into it here in a little bit. Yeah.
Sun Quan I had 2 iterations for her. There was Sun and Naked Sun. So Sun got 2 votes and Naked Sun got 1 vote.
Wow.
So that's pretty good.
Can I change all my votes again?
I'll give you a fucking 2 guesses as to who voted for Naked Sun.
Was it me?
No.
Oh, was it you?
No.
Was it my wife?
No. Was it your other wife?
Yeah.
Kim? It was Kim. Yeah. It was Kim. Vincent the Dog, 1 vote, and that was you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. We had some supporting cast. Helen Norwood, Katie Seagal took the most votes from the supporting cast.
She's just great every time she shows up, even when she's fucking reading John the Riot Act.
Yep, exactly. Love her. A wonderful partner. Great foil for John Locke.
Oh, perfect.
Just absolutely great. So yeah, Helen Norwood taking the top spot from the supporting cast. Notable one-off MVPs from the supporting cast. Amy Goodspeed, Horace's wife. Flash Sideways, Randy Nations. John Locke's mom. Safari Liz Lemon. The Boy in Black. Got one there.
Really?
Yeah. So, and then we had Lost Production folks. Each of these folks getting 1 MVP. Stephen Smell and Hank Van Egan, the editors of Eggtown, I think.
What?
Because despite the fact that episode was trash for us, it had amazing pace.
Sure.
Nestor Carbonell, Katie Seagal, Terry Quinn, Lance Reddick all getting 1 vote for real life people having to do with Lost.
Right.
Real world people not having anything to do with Lost. You and I both got a vote. Iggy
nice.
Pop and Jimmy Carter. So you and I are pretty good company there.
In the ranks of dead ass Jimmy Carter.
And then our other category, just sort of a catch-all for everything else. McClutch and Scotch.
Yeah.
Surrogate Aaron. Dorothy.
Oh, Surrogate Aaron.
Jughead, the bomb itself, the Orchid Teamsters.
Listen, do me a favor, you fucking schmucks. Listen to this. Go on to the Lost on the Lost Instagram and like the meme that we made of Surrogate Aaron from Blade Runner 2049. That's I look at that once a week and I laugh at it. I think Jose was on the call with us when we came up with that as a concept. It's still the funniest fucking thing I've ever photoshopped.
So fucking good.
Go like that.
Yep. 3 different jokes made it. Oh. The best one, though, did that rabbit have a number on it?
Fucking Ben.
Yeah. So, 155 picks over 45 episodes compared to season 1. We made 229 selections over 68 episodes. So,
okay.
There you go. That's the Lost MVP. Who would you call your Lost MVP for the entire show?
Man, I was thinking about that. It's tough. My heart says, just pick Hurley because he gets away clean.
Yeah.
If my gut tells me though to pick Desmond. I think Des is a very, very interesting character, and very infrequently did he piss me off. And most of the things he did contributed both to the plot and to his own character pretty well. So what about you?
I was kind of racking my brain about this too, and it would be very easy for me to pick Sawyer, I think, just because of the growth that he showed throughout the course of the show. But I think I think as far as most interesting and most compelling to watch personally I think it would have to be Jin. Because I don't know. I kind of feel the same about Jin that I do with Sawyer, though. As much as I like watching his growth, watching some of his pre-growth is fucking miserable.
And he gets done super fucking dirty.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the foil to Desmond, she's hardly in the show. She's only in a few episodes, but Penny.
Really?
Yeah, because she's the one on the outside that's searching for Desmond. We are under the impression that their relationship is broken, and it's it's mostly Desmond's fault because of how weird he is. But like, despite that, like, and I'm not saying that like this is something to aspire to or anything like that. It's just I think personally interesting. They had this falling out when he broke up with her and wanted to join the Royal Scots or go to the monastery or whatever.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, and she was heartbroken by that. But then after she got over the heartbreak, she realized she still wanted to be with him.
Yeah.
And then so after she mended herself and healed herself, then she started looking for him again and then found him.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think barring anything else, I think Penny.
Okay.
Plus I just love Sonya Walger. I wish she was in more stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to give an honorable mention, I think, to Ben.
Sure. Yeah.
Ben is so fascinating, and the whole cyclic nature of the survivors are the one that created him, you know, and like that whole thing, like he's only evil because they went back in time and shot him and threw him in the deep fryer. Yeah. And just Ben's a very interesting character, whether he's a bad guy, not quite a good guy, kind of a good guy, a punching bag. I was always looking at the screen intently when Michael Emerson was doing his thing.
Yeah. I got to give an honorable mention to, on top of Sawyer and Jin, Nikki and Paulo. And maybe not necessarily the characters themselves, but the idea of that.
Sure. Thought you're just fucking with me.
No, the idea of seeing a story that we've seen from another character's point of view that was hypothetically there the entire time. We both loved The Other 48 Days.
Yeah.
It's sort of the same concept, except it wasn't executed well. Yeah. And it was done in a time in which I think people were starting to be hungry for answers and less for this tangential back story. Sure. So I think if the idea of Nikki and Paulo had been done earlier, maybe like mid to late season 1, sure, all of a sudden after 10 or 12 episodes, we get a 3-episode arc where we see some middle section survivors that were there the whole time, and they got into some other kind of buck wild diamond heisty shit.
Yeah. Scott and Steve.
Fuck yeah.
Whale tail lady.
Yeah.
Survivor number 5, the cupcake.
Yeah, the beach survivors, the guys who are just pounding on barrels and bits of fuselage with coconuts. Like, yeah.
Arts, Frogurt. Yeah, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Give them their own side quest that actually, like, plays into the greater story somehow. Yeah. Like, they accidentally do something that saves everyone. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm back in. Yeah, people really had, once Billy Crystal stopped hosting the Oscars and they would do that thing where they, like, put him in the movie after the fact, people just have a hankering for that. People love that shit. So they're like, Nikki and Paul are going to satiate the masses. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to our Lost Forever.
Holy shit. Okay, Kate, moving on.
This is pretty buck wild. I found after I finished collating the stats just last night. So in the first half of the show, we did 229 MVPs, and then we did 237 Lost Forevers.
Okay, not that many more.
For season 2 of the show, we did 155 MVPs. Okay. We did 155 Lost Forevers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Crazy. Let's see. Who do you think took the number 1 slot for Lost Forevers from the main cast?
Shut up, Meg.
10 votes for Kate Austin.
Yeah.
4 from me, 4 from you, 2 from our guests. Yeah. Meg, I don't know. Whatever.
Again, give Kate the scene in The Life and Death of Jeremy Bentham. Yep. Where she's fucking giving it to Locke. Like, make her an interesting person with a stance rather than just being a pick-me whose whole thing is, you always don't want me to come along, but I come along. Like, give her a stronger backbone, and she, Evangeline Lilly, can deliver those lines convincingly.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much more interesting stuff about I think all the women characters of Lost than which boy they want to kiss.
Oh, so yeah. Rousseau got done so fucking dirty. Back half of the show, Claire was not developed enough.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
So, who do you think was number 2 on the podium? Silver. It's one of your favorite characters.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna. My guess was gonna be Jack. I thought Jack was kind of just more meh in the back half of the show, but I don't know.
Our guest selected Jack the most. He got 3 votes from our guests.
Yeah.
But no, the person who got the most votes after Kate from all of us as a group, Alana Verdansky with 7.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when you said fair, yeah. Okay. That was a misdirect, Adam. It was a misdirect. If you told me that it was my next absolute guess, yes, of course it was Alana.
Yeah.
The whole fucking. Yeah.
Third place through a tie between Ben, Jack, and John Locke.
John Locke proper?
5 votes for John Locke and 1 vote for Flash Sideways Locke.
Okay.
So yeah, the main cast, 67 of our votes were from the main cast for Lost Forever's. 63 of our votes were for supporting cast members. Who do you think out of the supporting cast took the cake?
Oh, man. My gut wants to tell me Charlie, but I'm not sure if he counts as supporting cast in the back half of the show.
I would have counted him as main cast.
Okay. Then I'm not sure. Who?
Stuart motherfucking Radzinski with his diorama and his power trip.
I remember giving him 1 MVP, and then the next time we saw him, immediately regretting that.
Yeah. He got 1 vote for MVP. It was from you. He got 2 votes for Lost Forever from you, 3 from me, 2 from our guest, for a total of 7.
Well, he's a great villain.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or what's the Horace, just because he's a real life pedophile.
Horace Goodspeed, second place with 5 votes.
There we go.
You selected several characters twice as your Lost Forever, so you had like a 4 or 5 way tie.
Okay.
But our guests pretty resoundingly selected Charles Weedmore as their go-to punching bag for Lost Forever.
The OC's Allendale?
The OC's Allendale. And then some Lost production folks. Elizabeth Sarnoff and Brian K. Vaughan both got 2 votes.
Yeah, right.
J.J. Abrams got 1.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Kitsis and Horowitz got 1 each. Special effects makeup team, wig stylists both got 1. The LAPD only got rung up once.
Wow.
But that's because Ana Lucia was dead.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't really actually see the LAPD too much. But then in the others category, 15 votes here. You all, everybody. Horace's Circle of Trust. The baggage handlers. Male self-importance. White mediocrity. Substitute Aaron.
Oh, no!
Eloise's pendulum.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that thing.
Jeremy Davies' hat.
Oh, dude. Yes. That's one of the things that makes me the angriest about the finale is that fucking hat.
Yeah, it's a bad hat.
That tells you how rushed they were because they're like, we don't have time to argue with this 125-pound man. Just let him wear the fucking hat. Let's move on to the next fucking scene. Yeah, just play the piano, whatever. Just go.
Yeah, Archie from Archie Comics. Got some honorable mentions. A handful of the main cast got some good honorable mentions. A handful got some bad ones. Kate Austin got a couple bad ones. Ana Lucia got a bad one. Richard, Alana. Yeah. The LAPD got 3 honorable mentions negative. The TSA got a negative 1. Kyle Rittenhouse got a negative 1. The Orchid Teamsters got a positive 1. The Candidates got a positive 1. Tactical Hot Pocket got a positive.
I forgot about Tactical Hot Pocket.
So good. Bernard Nadler, who he got 1, probably from the fishing episode. Fucking yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. So yeah, 31 honorable mentions we passed out over the course of the second half of the show. Here, the FTP counter includes the honorable mentions. We've got 9 total. Various law enforcement agencies and law enforcement individuals. So
yeah, sure.
So not as much as the first half, but shorter season. We did 23 less episodes this second half of the show than we did in the first half. And so,
that's crazy.
There you go.
It does feel like we only started doing season 2 of the podcast very recently compared to the first half and the mid-season content. So
we had a couple of triple crowns where all 3 people on the show, you, me, and our guest, selected the same person for either the MVP or the Lost Forever.
Okay.
In the episode The Constant, Desmond.
Of course. Yep. Great episode.
In the episode Sundown, Saeed.
Okay.
And in the episode The Substitute, Helen Norwood.
Great.
Yep.
Great trio.
And then our Lost Forever Triple Crowns from last year, Randy Nations was our first person. Our first one this second half was Radzinski in the second episode of the show.
Yeah, fair.
Alana took a triple crown, negative triple crown.
Yep.
Horace Goodspeed, a triple crown. Jack, a triple crown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there you go.
Very deserving.
Yep. So over the course of the show, lost forever.
Alana. So I have a list of questions that we don't need to get into all of them, but things that were unanswered that still kind of bother me. One of those things is Alana and the baggage handlers. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like there are things that you can infer in the things that aren't listed, and there's enough world building where you can be like, okay, I can kind of spin a narrative. Their whole thing makes absolutely no sense, and it made me so angry that we had to focus on it for so much time, and it gave nothing to the overall story.
Yeah, we'll talk about this in just a minute, but in the New Man in Charge, they talk a little bit about Jacob's followers and his relationship to the indigenous peoples of the island. Right. Why does Jacob have followers off of the island?
Right.
Why? What? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Lost Forever?
I mean, I really, really fucking hate Radzinski. But I feel like he wasn't enough of a factor throughout the entire show.
He's just a flash in the pan in season 5.
Yeah, same thing with Seamus. Like, Seamus is there in season 6, and I dislike him. But yeah, so like some of the I think it's gotta be Mr. Paik. Son's dead.
Oh, sure.
He sucks so much, and I just
fucking hate him. Yeah.
Bad dads is like a whole thing throughout the whole show, and out of
That's
all
actually
the
most of the show.
Yeah, and out of all the bad dads, I think he might be the worst. I mean, just barely above Christian, but
right.
But Christian just subscribes to the theory quantity over quality. So yeah, Mr. Paik. Fuck that guy. Fuck.
Yeah, he sucks.
What do we got next? Do we like it? What's good?
Oh, boy. That is what we're here to answer, isn't it?
Lordy Lou. So at the end of season 1, I'm going to remind everybody here, at the end of season 1, now this is not a very scientific rating system that I've created. A perfect score for an episode is 9 points. A good vote is 3. A bad vote is 1. And something in the middle is 2. Depending on some nuance, it could be 1.5 or 2.5, something like that. But in general, those are the 3 scores an episode can get: 1, 2, or 3. A perfect score being 9. A perfect score for 2 guests being 12.
Sure.
The first season of the show, we ended up with a score of 0.79, just under an 8 for the entire first half of the show, seasons 1 through 3. 34 episodes, we came to a consensus that we liked them. 8 episodes, we came to a consensus that we did not like them. And 9 episodes, we came to a consensus that they were pretty mid.
Oh, only 9?
Yeah, for the first half.
Right, yeah.
For the
on back half.
Second half of the show, we were able to come to a consensus that episodes were good 9 times.
Oh, no!
We were able to come to a consensus that an episode was bad only 4 times.
Okay.
The Other Woman, The Candidate, There's No Place Like Home, parts You and Me, and Eggtown.
Yeah, okay. But the pacing.
Oh, but the pacing clipped right along. We came to a consensus that an episode was just mid 3 times.
Okay.
The other 29 episodes of the second half of the show, we could not come to a consensus on.
Okay.
However, the overall score, take a guess.
6-5.
7-3.
Okay.
Just a few points under the first half.
Okay.
About a half a point underneath. The highs were high, the lows were low. There were less of them because there was less episodes. But yeah, like we're kind of all over. Like I was highlighting just the consensuses, and yeah, we only out of the 45 episodes we did, we only had 16 where we were able to come to a consensus. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and there's ones like The Constant, right? Like, of course we all like that.
Yeah, I mean, the ones we were able to come to a consensus on, Namaste, Everybody Loves Hugo, What They Died For, Abby Turno.
Oh, dude, Abby Turno. I'm still thinking about that fucking episode.
Recon, Follow the Leader, Sundown, Le Fleur, and Cabin Fever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We were split on The Constant.
Really?
It came close.
Oh, was Jacob?
Jacob was just fine with it.
Oh, right. And he was like, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he's had to deal with this buffoonery before.
Yeah, the constant scored a 7.5 out of 9, so 0.83% for the constant.
Yeah.
Pretty good. One of the better episodes.
Okay.
Yep. So there you go. Did we like it? Was it good for the whole show? Seasons 1 through 6. What do you think, JP? You've only ever watched it out of order.
I don't think that matters.
I don't think so either.
I'm gonna try to make this as concise as possible. I think that this is we've kind of alluded to this. I think that this is an important show in the history of television in the way that like Citizen Kane's an important movie. It's never going to be my go-to. I'm never going to go back and rewatch it again. Mm-hmm. This show walks so a lot of other shows could run.
Sure.
But I think about things like Dairy Girls, Schitt's Creek, Fleabag, New Girl, True Detective, Band of Brothers. I will continue to rewatch those shows probably for the rest of my life.
Sure.
I will probably not come back to The Lost Well unless it's for podcast reasons.
All right.
Seasons 1, 2, and 3 were one story. Season 4 was DLC. I liked season 5, but because we got breaks from it, and I didn't care for season 6.
I think as an experiment, years from now, you should go back and watch season 5 in order. Not the whole show. Just go watch season 5 in order. Just to see, like, because you'll have seen everything, you'll remember everything,
right.
and see what. Because like I was listening back to some of our old episodes, and like I on several different occasions mentioned, season X is probably my favorite season. I couldn't even remember which season was. I said one time that season 5 was probably my favorite, and I heard myself say that, and I was like, why did you say that?
Because I remember you saying you didn't like season 5 at one point.
That's crazy. So
yeah, excellent. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think it's an important show. There's some stuff in it that I really, 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 really like. There's stuff that like when I was rewatching it, I was like, I'm so glad I'm getting to do this, because I was like, well, one time I tried to rewatch Lost after I had seen it. I got probably midway through season 2, and then I got distracted because there's new TV. But there were episodes where I was like, oh my god, without Lost on Lost, I wouldn't be rewatching this, and I'm so glad I am, because this episode is awesome.
Right? Yeah.
And then some of it, like, even the worst stuff is like, it's not the worst TV I've ever seen. Like, even like the Nikki and Paulo episode, like, it's all about the lens you view it through. Like, viewing Expose through the lens of Lost on Lost, fucking banger episode. Stranger to Strangeland,
so much fun.
Fucking
so much
banger
fun.
Episode. Like,
incredible.
So good. Homecoming's still bad, but
yeah.
But yeah, I think I like it. I like it. It's not my favorite show, and yeah, again, I probably wouldn't rewatch it ever again, especially now that I've watched it both in order and out of order. But yeah, I'm glad it happened, because it changed the landscape of television in an important way, and I think for the better. So
yeah, absolutely
cool. So that's the show. We JP and I fucking love Lost. We're the biggest Losty heads. We'll watch Lost all day, every day.
Yeah.
Now that let's talk about the epilogue.
Sure, yeah.
Let's talk about the new man in charge.
The new man in charge. The new man in charge originally aired on August 24th, 2010. It was written by Melinda Sue Taylor, Graham Rowland, and Jim Glasso. It was directed by Paul Edwards. It's just considered season epilogue episode 1. It features Ben Linus.
Takes place some days after the crash of Jira 316 and the return of the survivors of 815. And
yeah,
so like there's two dudes in a warehouse named Glenn and Hector. They're the guys who make the food pallets. They're the guys making the pallet drops.
That's where all the food's been coming from the whole time.
They work for the Dharma Initiative for like 20 years. Just the two of them in that room, I guess.
They probably love each other.
They know that there's a window that they're going to launch these pallets in, and so like one of them's freaking out. He's like, hey, we got to get this pallet going. They get interrupted by Ben from the home office.
Who are you? I really wanted him to be like, my name's Henry Gale.
Henry Gale.
I flew here in a dirigible.
He's like, hey guys, shut her down. Your services are no longer needed. Here's your severance. And they're like, we've been doing this for 20 years. What are we going to do now? He hands him a little envelope with some cash and he goes, I think you can probably do whatever you want. There's like $5,000 in there.
I'm like, five, maybe 10,000. Great. That's not going to get you through the next 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of do whatever you want. Like when he opened it up and I saw how much money in there, I was like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
You couldn't even, like, you could buy a used car in cash. But you couldn't buy a new car.
Right.
You couldn't fucking get a new wardrobe because I'm sure the only clothes you own are Dharma jumpsuits. Crazy. I think you can do whatever you want. Shut up.
Yeah.
He's like, Dharma Initiative hasn't been a thing for 20 years. Sorry, you guys are...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been... all this has been automated. That's where you've been getting the manifests from. And you've been sending your shit to fucking nowhere.
Yeah. Ben's like, all right, well, close the door on your way out. And they're like, no, we deserve answers. And the audience is like, hell yeah. Go off, Kings.
Love that.
And Ben's like, all right, one question each. And then I got to split. I got other shit to do.
And actually, it's going to be 2 questions and a movie.
Yeah. That was because, fucking one of them, Glenn's like, what's up with this? And he answers it. And then he asks a second question. Well, what? That doesn't make any sense. And Ben answers it. And then he asks a third question. And Ben's like, I said one question. It's like, well, but you answered 2.
Yeah.
And then you got shitty by the third one. So shut up.
Right.
And then the other guy was like, explain the polar bears. And Ben's like, do I have a movie for you? Do you guys get a DVD player? Of course we do. It's a food warehouse. Why wouldn't we have a DVD player? What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they didn't have podcasts at the time, so they're
but you can't watch TV while you're filling a food pallet. Like
sure you can.
I mean,
you can have it on in the background.
But you can't just watch it. You can hear it. Like
right. Just have My Cousin Vinny on repeat.
Fair. So he throws in the tape. It's been converted to DVD off of an old Betamax, and it's one of these orientation tapes. It's the Hydra orientation film with a pretty good joke by Dr. Chang. Comes on. My name is Dr. Chang. Don't tell anybody my real name, otherwise I'll have to use an alias.
I desperately, in the bit where, he finally is like walking around the lab or whatever, I wanted the background people, because of course I'm watching the background people. I wanted it to be Faraday or Miles, like carrying a box in the back.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Or Jack pushing a fucking broom, like,
right.
And like looking at the camera, like.
This is clearly filmed like on a week. Everyone's gone. Yeah. Everyone's packed up. Like they probably got everybody together for the DVD. You know, like they're just fucking done with this shit.
So they're doing electromagnetic experiments. Like that's kind of the gist of the tape. Like that's why we have polar bears here. They're susceptible to EM radiation or something like that. So it's all about the Dharma Initiative's all about EM.
That's
basically
that's why women can't get pregnant because there's too many cell phones. Yeah.
So there you go. There's an answer for you, the audience. Enjoy. My next note, I only have 3 notes written down for the new man in charge. They fit on an index card. My second one is, in all caps, one-armed guy, hell yeah! Because Dr. Chang says, be careful with the bears. And then they show a guy with one arm.
It's great.
How does he lose his fucking arm? Bear probably ate it.
Because, Dr. Chang loses an arm, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Foreshadowing? Five-shadowing? And then he explains what Room 23 is about. You put him in here, you shoot him up full of drugs, and you play this tape, and it'll erase the hostiles' memory of being interrogated by the Dharma Initiative. They are interrogating the hostiles to try and understand their relationship to this supernatural dude named Jacob. So Room 23 is a neuralizer. That was what I wrote down.
These inhabitants have a god they worship named Greg.
We're trying to understand their religion. Why do they worship this man named Jacob when they should be worshiping this man named Carl?
It's one of my favorite tweets. It's like, you're telling me in the whole Dune universe there's just a motherfucker named Paul?
Yeah, his mom's name's Jessica. There's Room 22. They finish watching the tape and they're like, what the fuck? And Ben's like, gotta go, taking a granola bar for the road, see you guys later.
Which is crazy because he had to eat those in his entire life. There's no way that's a comfort food, like he probably saw one of those and was like, I've eaten 1,000 of these.
Yes, I would probably have a generic Dharma Initiative granola bar over in Nature Valley though. Ben drives over to Santa Rosa. He's got to see a friend of his. Well, an acquaintance.
the Donnie Brasco is a friend of mine.
Pulls up to Santa Rosa. He's like, hey, I gotta see Keith Johnson. And the lady's like, you on the list? And he's like, check out this note. It says, I'm Ben, I can do whatever I want. She's like, right this way.
Come on in.
We go back to Giant Walt.
Yeah, shit.
He's big kid.
But he had time to do some acting lessons. So.
Yeah. He's playing Connect Four with nobody. Ben sits down. He's like, hey, man, it's so good to see you, Walt. And Walt's like, you here to kidnap me again? And Ben's like, why are you bringing up old shit? That was weeks ago.
If you really want to freak people's brains, he should have been playing with Dave.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good.
You know?
Ben's like, hey, we need your help. You're special. Come on and help people. Like your dad. My dad's dead. But you can still help him.
Yeah. Also, who told you that?
Yeah, who told you that? Because basically everybody knows your dad's dead is also dead. And Walt's like, sure, I guess, let's go. They head out to the van. And in the van, waiting for the two of them, is the new man in charge, Hugo motherfucking Reyes.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, dude, it's good to see you. And Walt's happy to see him. And he's like, all right, three amigos, we're going to go save the island or protect the island. And then, Walt, you're going to be my successor. And, all right, high five.
Peace.
And then they drive away down the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, in the van.
Yeah, in the Dharma van.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's an epilogue. How are you supposed to feel about epilogues? Like,
they answered a few questions. Yeah. They did do that.
Yeah.
But it also asked a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Which is fucking annoying.
And it like reminded you of some questions that had been asked before. It's like, hey, remember those questions that we didn't answer? We're still not gonna.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Why is Walt special?
Yeah.
So neat. Yeah, that was they put that on the DVD and in the complete collection box set.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah.
New man in charge. There you go.
The thing that can I rip off a list of questions here?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I have a list of questions, and we don't need to get into all these, but there's things that just still kind of bother me.
Yeah.
And with this epilogue, with the fact that Hurley has gone off the island and recruited someone, and Jacob was off the island and recruited people. Mm-hmm. Why did Mother have to wait for a shipwreck to get a baby? She had the same powers. She should have just been able to leave the island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still don't understand why Ben killed Locke.
Yeah.
The what happened to Ji Young?
Yeah.
How did Anthony Cooper get to the island?
Yeah.
What was the deal with the baggage handlers?
Yeah.
In Fire and Water, why did Charlie want to kill baby Aaron? What was the point of Michael having to go back to the island? Because he just blew up. Why did the Man in Black need the candidates to come back to the island?
Yeah.
And lastly, and I think this is my biggest one, was Ben dealing with the Man in Black the whole time when he thought he was dealing with Jacob?
Yeah. I don't know any of the answers to those questions.
And how did the smoke monster get trapped back in what was, we thought, Jacob's cabin, but it was actually the Man in Black with the ash lines? Yeah, none of that is answered.
The only question out of all of those is I personally think that Ben had been being bamboozled by the Man in Black from the beginning.
I think so too.
But there's no definitive answer in the show. Yeah. Those are all great questions.
Thank you.
Would have been cool if they got answered, but a lot of stuff would have been cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I wanted to make mention of, since rewatching things is interesting or whatever, like one of the things that we had talked about all the time, or we had mentioned several times throughout our rewatch, was the Chronologically Lost, which was the fan recut of the show where they took everything and put it into chronological order. That was a big project that got put together sometime after the show had ended, and that's neat. But like it's very clearly like an amateur fan passion project type of thing. Yeah. Like they just straight up cut things and put them in chronological order to the best of their ability, and it's an interesting watch and an interesting project, and absolutely not denigrating that at all. But there's a fella out there that did another fan recut. His name is Matt Hackle, and he has a cut called The Lost Circle, where it's very close to a chronological edit, but he put a little bit more thought into narrative and stuff like that. So instead of just like, say, for instance, dropping all the 70s stuff into the middle of like some flashbacks or stuff like that, like sort of apropos of nothing, he tried to make a chronological edit that was also narratively satisfying.
Okay.
And on top of that, he did some color correction. He did some new music. He would like burn out the credits in stuff so you wouldn't see like an ABC Studios production in the middle of like a scene, stuff like that. So like he took like the shitty yellow filter off of all of the Africa stuff.
Nice.
I've watched the first 4 episodes of it. It's really, really interesting.
Okay.
And I'm that might be the only instance in which I rewatch Lost, is by finishing watching The Lost Circle over a period of time, because you've got it opens with like Across the Sea, the episode with the shipwreck and Mother and Claudia and all that, and then the next episode is Abby Turner, where you see Richard land on the island, and then from there it just like cuts forward into like you follow Richard from the end of that episode. He moves forward into the 1950s and sees John Locke's birth.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Which is great. That's from 2 different episodes, but it cuts together so smoothly. And then from there, you start seeing flashbacks of people as children. Saeed as a child, John Locke as a child, and it just moves forward from there. And it's really, really interesting to watch it in that way.
Yeah.
We'll put a link in the show notes. I recommend everybody checking it out if you're a Lost fan. I think it's a very interesting and very well done fan edit.
Yeah, totally.
So check that out. Then I wanted to mention real quick, I'm going to post another link in the show notes to a blog post from Javier Grillo-Marswash, a writer who left the show after season 2, I believe. I personally think that the show lost a little bit of its magic when Javier left.
Sure.
I think that he was a very interesting presence on the writing staff with a lot of interesting ideas about how to do a show like Lost.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the show never recovered from his departure, but I think had he been able to stick around for the entire thing, I think I'd be curious to see what Lost would be like if Javier was on the staff the entire 6 years.
Do you know, was he offered another job?
I think he left under his own volition. It might have had something to do with the toxic workplace stuff that we mentioned from Maureen Ryan's book, Burn It Down. There might have been some other stuff. But this blog post that he wrote, it's like 40 pages long, and it's a really interesting look into...
Skip to the end.
It's a really interesting look into Javier's thoughts about his work on Lost that he wrote in 2015.
The Gettysburg Address is only 2.5 minutes.
Well, the last line of the blog post is, and then we made it all up as we went. So
I like that.
Absolutely check that out too. I think that's a really interesting read as well, for all you Lost heads out there. And then to sort of put a button on Lost itself, I have one last note here. Some dickhead gave us 1 star on Apple Podcasts.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You don't like something? Keep it to yourself.
Yeah. No one made you listen.
Didn't even write a review and tell us why 1 star. 15 reviews on Apple Podcasts. 13 5-star reviews, and 1 4-star review, which was explained. Thank you, Shayna. And then 1 1-star review. Hey. Blow me.
Maybe it was our 1 listener in North Korea. 1 supreme leader doesn't like our podcast.
Well, whatever.
Fuck them.
That's fine. Yeah. The immortal words of my father, Art Busher. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. All right. Lost and Lost. That was the shit, huh, JP?
That was it, man. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
We should keep doing it.
Should we keep doing it?
We should keep doing it.
Let's keep doing it.
So what are we doing, man?
That's a great fucking question.
Thank you.
So since our loving fans didn't fucking give us any suggestions, because they're like, we're going to leave the idiocy to you fuckos, Adam and I have come up with some ideas for things that we could do.
Yeah, I have 5. I have 6. How many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. We'll
alternate?
We'll go back and forth. I'll start since I have 1 more than you.
Okay.
I don't have a title for this one. The title would have to be workshopped. Right now it's just called Movie School. It's a totally normal movie review podcast, but at the beginning of any recording of an episode, either one of us can shout sick day. And instead of talking about the movie we plan to talk about, we have to discuss one of the 4 substitute movies. So that's Movie School.
Oh, we're doing those types of suggestions, huh?
Well, I mean, I have some real ones in here too, but that's one of
Okay,
the
yeah,
that's
no,
one of the
here.
6 I wrote down.
Yeah, no, here. Okay. I've got one called Ethical Sopranos.
Okay.
We watch an episode of Sopranos, and then every time they commit a crime, we have to stop and start the next episode. You can only watch until they commit a crime.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, that could be doable. I have The Expanse. We watch the sci-fi original The Expanse, but we don't wear pants. The Expanse.
Siskel and 3D Bert. We only watched movies that Siskel and Ebert reviewed that were then later converted to 3D. Of which there's only like 13 movies.
Right. It's pretty good. None of our fans emailed us, but Reyes DM'd me one. Or no, I think he might have told me this in person at the wedding. It's called Actual Prison Break. We watch Prison Break, but only the episodes where they're not in prison.
Okay, so that sort of leads into my next one. I don't have a name for this one. I haven't been able to, but I think this is my favorite. So you know the show 24?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of us watches an episode of 24 and has to describe it to the other person within 30 minutes. However, that person is tied to a chair and has strobe lights and air horns going off. And if they're not able to repeat what the synopsis of the episode is after 30 minutes, then a bomb goes off.
The fucking name is sitting right there, Room 24.
Yeah. Woo! Oh my God, you're so fucking smart.
All right, here's my next thought. Young Columbo. We watched Columbo, but we mute all of Lieutenant Columbo's lines, and Kevin Heyer just says something while Columbo's talking. Because he looked like young Columbo at your wedding.
He did. Dude, that jacket's so fucking
It's
sick.
so fucking sick. You should have invited a plumber to the wedding because of how much of the drip. There was so much drip.
Here's another Sopranos one. Gabagool added 2. There was a hot second before I gave up AI where I was trying to train an AI to add Snapchat filters to Sopranos. And let me tell you, it was pretty fucking unhinged. So we were going to have to watch the entirety of Sopranos with random Snapchat filters put over it, like over every scene. But due to how much we hate AI, we're not going to be doing that.
I saw a really good tweet about AI the other day. It says, my buddy, he lost his job to AI. His job was to drink 45 gallons of water a minute at a data center.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got this is sort of like a riff on Ethical Sopranos. This is called Male Feminist Big Love. We watch Big Love, but we turn it off anytime an episode fails the Bechdel test.
So this one we have talked about, and I want to give this a shot, whether we do it the whole thing or not. So it's called Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil. We're going to watch Twin Peaks, but only one person can watch it with no sound, and one person can listen to it with no picture. I think that's got some legs.
It certainly might.
It will be impossibly dumb.
Nice thing about it'll only be like 30-some episodes. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And then this is like an actual thing. We just do Lost on Lost again, but instead we watch Riverdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Since you love Archie and
yeah, it's so great. It's so good.
Those are all my suggestions.
That's great. I had some other ones here that I don't know if they're exactly developed or not. It's just called The Middle Episode, where we just watched the middle episode of a 3-episode arc of any show. subtitles optional. We watch foreign films that we've never seen, but without the subtitles on.
Nice. I like that.
I don't know how much we'd get out of that, but there's maybe something there. But in all seriousness, we have talked about a couple ideas that we're still kind of workshopping here. In between whenever this posts and the next time you hear us, we've got a couple of little jokey things we might do. We might do a couple things on spec just to see if they're working or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be around, but we're gonna keep coming up with stupid ideas to make sure that we are continuing to give you the really bad content you folks have learned to love.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening through the whole time.
Yeah.
Granted, we didn't do this for you.
No.
But I'm glad you're here nonetheless.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's probably that. So, debriefed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put my briefs back on.
Well, not unless we're gonna watch The Expanse.
Yeah.
No.
I'm Adam.
I'm JP.
Do you have any idea what we're gonna do next?
No.
Me neither. Lost on Lost is produced and edited by me and JP.
We wish to acknowledge that we live, work, and produce our show on occupied land.
Burbank, California is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Tongva, Chumash, Kizh, and Fernandino Tataviam peoples.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Peoria, Potawatomi, Miama, and Ho-Chunk peoples.
And Lost was produced in Hawaii on the lands of the Kanaka Maoli.
Visit native-land.ca to learn more about the land you live and work on.
You can engage with us on IG, Facebook, and Twitter at Lost on Lost 1.
You can also email us at wearelostonlost@gmail.com or support us with dollar monies at coffee.com/wearelostonlost.
Thanks to Lostpedia and its community of contributors, Danny Schmitz, random.org, and as always, you the listeners for tuning in.
We're hosted at Podbean. You can hear us there or wherever you get your podcasts, except MySpace. We're not on MySpace.
Yet.